Yeah, this is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do the best I can for you. Yeah, I was just talking about people that I've met with Jimmy Tibbet and Gangsters and all that. I mean, I lived in Acton, West Free. I looked after quite a few clubs. I've been in the prison. I've been, been in and out of prison. I've met loads of people in there, gangsters. But I wanted on the street. I mean, when I was in West London, I met Khashoggi. Khashoggi, the big arms dealer. He was involved with something to do with my mate Ken Edwards, a big arms dealer. I don't know, it was an arms dealer. It wasn't an arms dealer, it was an arms dealer. I think he got done for importing and exporting women. And then, then I moved to Lewisham. I mean, there's a lot more before that, obviously, so, but not real gangsters. So Jimmy Wilkinson, from the Wembley lot. I mean, they were proper gangsters. Jimmy Wilkinson, Bertie Smalls, and all that lot. I mean, there was Dave Delaney. I mean, they were proper gangsters. You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't muck about. There was a Wembley lot. I mean, Bertie Smalls became the first Supergrass ever. So I mean, he was a proper gangster. And anyway, then I moved to Lewisham and met Jimmy Tibbet in the Beckett, and obviously I met a few people in the Beckett. I mean, Colombo, Steve Richards, a lot of people like Colombo. I mean, he was on my shows, my boxing shows at Acton. I mean, when I met Jimmy at the Beckett, and we got to talk, and then he took me down to meet people. I mean, when you're a kid, even when you're a man, really, and you get to hear about all these gangsters and this, that, and the other, and you don't really think that they're like us. You think they're 10 foot tall, 8 foot wide. You know what I mean? And well, some are. I mean, Eddie Richardson when I met Eddie Richardson, he was a big man, mate. Big, powerful man, Eddie. I mean, a good fighter, good boxer. Powerful, mate. When I say powerful, he's still powerful today. I mean, not maybe physically, but in his, he's still got a lot of power. He still can pour a lot of power in, which I respect him for that. I like Eddie. I like the way he talks. He's not flash. He is what he is, and that's it. I mean, I met Eddie. I went around the house, met Charlie and his little dogs and his Silver and all that on the side, and we were talking about Nigeria. And he was telling me about all the gold and all that in Nigeria, but I mean, I was a kid. I didn't really want to get involved out there, nothing about that. But I was with Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy introduced me to him, and it was nice, nice to meet them people. And then we went down to Brighton. I went down to Brighton with Jimmy to meet what's his name? Oostraton, Victor Oostraton. Victor Oostraton, he owns Brighton. Victor Oostraton, he owns Brighton. I mean, he's a proper businessman, but a proper gangster, yeah. I mean, I remember years ago, Tony Lawrence, telling me that he used to work for Victor Oostraton in Brighton, chucking people out of houses, yeah. I'm on about throwing people out of houses, women, kids, just chucking them out of houses. So Oostraton to buy the house, yeah. And that's how he got on, Oostraton, multi-millionaire. He's got so much money. But I went down with Jimmy to see him. Jimmy had a bit of a vendetta with him. I mean, Jimmy was powerful, Jimmy too, was very powerful. I mean, to have a bit of an argument and something with someone so powerful, as Oostraton, you've got to be careful, because then people don't need that. They got millions of people behind them who can do this, so you've got to be 100% careful. But Jimmy got involved in it. I mean, he had a right bad fight with Oostraton verbally, because I was there. I had to get involved as such, make sure there was nothing happened. But there's quite a few gangsters there. I don't know their names. I didn't really bother about their names, you know what I mean? But I was just with Jimmy 100% behind his back, you know what I mean? I haven't been on long with Jim. He's introduced me to all these people. Then we come out of Brighton, and then he took me to a guy called Johnny Critterton, which I told you about, a gypsy Johnny Critterton. Johnny Critterton, he won the gypsies, yeah? He was king of the gypsies, Johnny Critterton, and he was a bad man, mate. I mean, he talked like that all the way, going, all right, boy. There you go, boy. I mean, he was a powerful, powerful, powerful man, mate. I mean, for Eddie Richardson and Charlie to tell me how powerful that man was, I mean, we've given him respect. He's dead now, rest in peace, John. But he was a powerful man. Me and him fell out over something, a couple of cooking apples. It don't sound possible, but we did. And I got my own back on him. I took something that it caused plenty of aggravations, but you can't let people take the piss out of you 24/7. Doesn't matter who they are or what they are. You know what I mean? I'm up and coming, so I ain't letting anybody take the piss out of me. And then Jimmy, I met a geezer called Gypsy Tom. He was over at Elephant Castle Way. He had a yard over there. Gypsy Tom, hard man, mate. I mean, everyone I talk about is a hard man because they are hard men. I mean, they all had equity tickets. They was all in films. Jimmy Tippet was in films. Like Bindon. I mean, Jimmy Tippet, I mean, I was with him one day and we met Bindon. I already know Bindon from certain things and clubs that I've been down in London where he's been there. Bindon was a bad boss, you know. He always used to carry a knife, always 24/7 carry a knife down his trousers and everything, you know what I mean? You got to be careful, John. I mean, John could have a fight, not just as, he didn't have to pull a knife out. He could have a fight. It was an old man, but he fucked it all up. He got involved with a few people and Lady Margaret got involved with Lady Margaret over in the island with that Vicky Hodge, I think it was. And you know, anyway, I was with Jimmy that time. He introduced me to Bindon, but I already know Bindon from old, yeah. Anyway, and then he introduced me to Terry Sharp. Terry Sharp was the same thing as me, legal fights. Terry Sharp was a good fighter, he was a good fighter. His son was also a good fighter. Then he introduced me to Terry Coombs. Terry Coombs was a very hard man, but he got involved with Eddie Richardson and become his co-promoter of Eddie. They had a lot of shows in Cat's Whiskers, Streatham, where I've had quite a few fights in there with Paddocks and Cliff and other people. So, you know, them places have all bring back memories to me. And it was all through Jimmy Tippet. This is all through Jim, all these people that I've met. I mean, come on, I wouldn't have met them people if I was in West London. I would have even got into this illegal fights. Well, when I say I would have done really, I suppose, because there was nobody from West London at that time that went down to South East London and North London to fight. I was the only one that went down there. Not saying that I was a big time Charlie Potatoes, but to go down there and fight, yeah. But in a way, I felt, fuck it, West London, why not? You know what I mean? I could fight, and I could really, really fight. So I didn't really bother. It didn't bother me to go into a strange place until you meet all these gangsters. You know, when you meet these gangsters, you go, "Oh, have I done a good thing here?" You know what I mean? Because it's easy to go missing. You know what I mean? And then also I met Frankie Warren. Frankie Warren, another gangster. He don't know about that, mate. He's a big family around Frankie Warren's brothers and all that are proper gangsters. So is Frank, in a way. You know, Frankie Warren's a gangster. Don't worry about that, mate. He knows he is. He's a very, very powerful man. He introduced me to Lenny Mclean. Lenny Mclean, another really a gangster. I don't think Lenny Mclean's ever done anything. The only thing Lenny has done to make him look like a gangster is Lock, Stock and Two Smoky Barrels. I don't know. He's a few other films he's been in the same thing. That's the only gangsterism Lenny's ever got involved with. He was a nice man. Listen, me and Lenny Mclean, listen, don't people make it out to be, I don't like Lenny. Me and Lenny was talkable. We talked to each other. When we had to meet, we did talk. Yes, he was a bit of a bully. But it's like everything, isn't it? He had to keep up with his appearance, his look. Let's put it that way. I can't get this first thing in the morning. The old tongue gets twisted. You know, he had to keep it up with Frankie Warren. Frankie Warren introduced him to a lot of people, and he had a good name in North London. Lenny, he had a very good name in North London. He was a character. Like, he could have a fight. He was a hard man. You know what I mean? So was I. So that's what people don't realise. Yeah, Lenny could fight, but so can I, and so could so many people in South East London. Lewisham's, Watford, not Watford, Lewisham, like in Catford, Deptford, Woolwich, sorry, yeah, Woolwich, yeah. Blackheath, all round there, all round in place, Hayes and all that side. There was a lot of fighters, you know. There had to be 20, 25 fighters, heavyweight fighters that could really have it, yeah. And they was all swayed from that side, you know. So, I mean, Frankie Warren done a good job with Lenny, and Vic Andretti had done a good job with Lenny. They kept Lenny away from anybody that could beat him, but a couple of times, like the Paddocks, Sid Paddock, Kevin Paddock, they beat Lenny, yeah. So, you know, I was Cliff Fields as well, and that was all that side, always that side. So really, I mean, Lenny was supposed to be the number one. He wasn't, mate. Listen, to be the governor, you don't get beat. Everybody gets beat, mate. There ain't many people that don't get beat, and if they do, you know, there isn't many. Someone told me the other day, you know, about certain fighters, and I'm on about street fighters in the ring, illegal fighters. You know what I mean? There's not a lot that haven't been beat. Yeah, I don't think there's any that have been beat really. I mean, Cliff Fields haven't been beat. You know, we've all been beat. I've been beat. I mean, come on, that's what it's about, isn't it? You know, you can't say you're a big time try the governor. You get beat, and then he got beat about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times, maybe even more than that, yeah, that I know about. So what I don't know about is another thing, but, you know, he's entitled to say what he did. He wrote some good books, he done some good films, Lenny, and I respect him big time. I respect his son, I respect his daughter, I respect the people around him, yeah, and God rest his soul, rest in peace, Lenny. And you know, I love it to death, mate. But we never really got it. We never got it on. We never ever got it on. We did try twice. It was cancelled. Then he never showed up. What reasons? I don't know. I don't know how the result had gone. But as far as I'm concerned, I'd have beat him. And that's how it is. You know, that's how it is. That's how it is. Up in West London. Remember that, up in West London, and we wasn't really on that radio, on that radar of it, you know. We wasn't on it. We wasn't on it, mate. West London was down, out of it. But if I had promoters like Smith, like Joe Smith, yeah, Joe Bugden Smith, who I had him at that time behind me, I mean, they'd been difficult to fish. Joe Bugden Smith was a proper traveller, a very hard man. I don't think he's ever been beat. I don't think he's ever been knocked on the floor. Very powerful, very hard man. And I wish I had him then as a promoter. I mean, he'd have wiped it all out. He'd have wiped it all out, all this West London chick. There's some good fighters in West London. Believe me, Andy Chills. There's some good fighters in West London, mate. You know what I mean? Cracknell. Listen, let me tell you something, mate. When I was down the fruit market in Brentford, listen, I would say now, there had to be at least 20 porters down there that could have bashed Lenny and Roy. I'm not joking. Them people down at market were some fighters, mate. They've been fighting all their life. Proper fighters can really have it. You've got a lot of porters, yeah, down these fruit markets are really hard people. Not only the porters, but also the salesmen. I've met quite a few salesmen that can really have it. They got to have it, you know what I mean? To have all these greengrocers, the Puddles, Patsy Puddles, Chick Summers, all them people can really have a fight. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that I knew at that fruit market, mate, could really march on. Could really march on. And I mean, it's not about them gangsterism. It's not, I'm just going over the top now of what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying, in the market, there was at least 25 porters that could have it with Lenny and Roy. I know they could have beat them. Honestly, they were fucking... West London was out of it. West London was kept out of all that. And I was the only one, the first man ever to go over to that side to fight. And I think that's quite a powerful thing to do. And I've done it. And then, as I say, I'm with Jimmy, Terry Coombs, Terry Sharp, Gypsy Tom, Eddie Richardson. Charlie was very quiet, Charlie Richardson. You know, he was very business-like, you know, like gold and all that in Africa, Nigeria. And you know, he got, what happened now, I don't know. But Eddie, different kettle of fish, mate. Eddie, if you see Eddie when he was about 24, 25, mate, he was an handful. He was an handful. Real bad man, mate. I mean, still, as I say, he's still an handful now. You got the Haywoods, Billy Hayward, Harry Hayward. I mean, Jimmy. I mean, come on, mate. Jimmy Tippet has a lot of power. You know, when I used to walk in the pubs with Jim, all right, Jim, how you going, Jim? And well, I walked into the Harp and Herring, and that was Harry Hayward's pub and Billy Hayward, and the respect he got Jimmy Tippet, right? The respect was unbelievable, mate, unbelievable. And I, you know, being that I was with him, I had the same, not the same, but respect. I mean, Harry Hayward, nice man, mate. Harry Hayward, nice man, proper gangster. Involved in the ice cream thing from turnout, all the ice cream bands and all that. But the Italians and all that murders with that, oh, there's absolutely pandemonium. I mean, it's crazy fighting with the Italians over the ice cream vans. But Harry Hayward, very powerful man. Then you know his brother, Bill, fucking hell. Bill was like proper gangster, Billy Hayward, same as Harry, proper gangster Bill. I met Bill, you know, in the Harp and Herring, and they had a club round the corner. What was it called? Cheeks, I think. Cheeks, it was called Cheeks. Been there a few times. I could have run that club for Harry. Harry asked me to go round and run it, but I didn't fancy it round that. I don't know no one really at that time. I knew, obviously, people I'm talking about, I did know, but obviously they're not club people, they're gangsters, they ain't going to get involved in all that shit, you know. But I said, nah, not for me, yeah. But I went there, you know, like I went there, and you know, as I told you a few times, and going in there, and I met Dave Courtney. I mean, it was crazy, really. I mean, I was in the foyer there with a couple of bouncers there, and I was there with Harry talking, and all of a sudden, Rolls Royce pulled up. Big black guy got out, and who got out? Dave Courtney. Fucking hell. I think he had a purple fur coat on. I don't think he's gay, but he didn't look too kosher to me. Yeah, come on, you jump out of the back of a Rolls Royce, big black guy, muscle geezer, big black geezer, and he gets out the back, you know what I mean, in a purple fur coat. It don't look like me, but still, whatever. Anyway, Dave Courtney, nice guy, mate. He's a nice guy, Dave Courtney. He's done the right things. He's met the right people. He's gone forward in his life. I mean, Dave, I know Dave from old. I don't know him. I've heard about him. I think he's used my name a couple of times, Ray Hill. He was a debt collector. I was a debt collector myself, too. Dave went a bit over the top, big trunks hanging out the back pocket and all that, going to old people. But that's how it is. And, you know, Dave got a reputation. Then he got nicked for all them guns in the car. They was all repro guns, and he got acquitted and things like that. Yeah, but I like Dave. Dave can talk. Dave can talk a good fight. You know, if Dave was a fighter, oh dear, he could bash anybody up with his mouth. Dave, you know, he's mustard, isn't he? He's good. He's good. He could be the world champion with his mouth, mate. He's mustard. I really like him, and he's getting on now, like me, like we all are. But he's still got that bit of power, Dave. I like Dave. He knows a lot of people, and he doesn't know a lot of people. You know, Bobby Cummins, number one. Bobby Cummins, proper gangster, involved with the craze. Bobby Cummins, powerful man. Bobby, he done a lot of things for us lot, mate. Remember, very nice. For his 70th birthday the other day, 71. I like Bobby Cummins. I think I met him once. I'm not quite sure, you know. But Bobby Cummins, a little guy, doesn't matter about size, mate. It doesn't matter about size. People will go about little bit. Listen, most people I know a little, actually. You know, maybe not Richardson's, but I was about as tall as Eddie. But the rest of the people I've met all lower than me, so they're tall, they're tiny, you know. But Bobby Cummins, nice geezer, nice man, and you know, he's entitled to go to the top, Bob, and he's got OBEs and all that. So I'm really proud of you, Bobby Cummins. Well done, mate, and happy birthday the other day, yeah. I mean, Bobby Cummins, nice guy, a nice guy. Anyway, look, I've got to go out now. I've got to go do a little bit of work, not physical work, the work that I'm doing about my book. I've got a few things I've got to get. I'm got a dictaphone I've got, and I've got to talk into that and do other things. So I'm quite busy, yeah. I just want you to do me a favour, like and subscribe my channel, and give my regards to my mate KONTV, very nice fella, Christian, and my mate also is a traveller, and I like him a lot. Yeah, he's a nice fella, mate. And anyway, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, I do forget people's names. I can't help it. It's what I do. And anyway, please have a nice day, yeah? Take care, bye-bye.